Epic intro music.
Hello Pennyballs, hello Pictus here, and welcome back to part 20 of my Rohan Campaign for Divide and Conquer version 5. Now, as you can see, we are about to go straight into a battle. This is the battle for Alcfud, the Enedwaith capital. If we can take this, we will absolutely cripple their entire faction, and their faction leader is on the field too. We managed to catch Captain Berlak outside the settlement, and he didn't retreat, and Moot Speaker Tremak is sallying forth to defend his 331 extra soldiers against 2,274 men of Rohan, led by Prince Théodred the Great himself. So this is going to be an epic battle to start the day, and it's also going to be one to crush Enedwaith. Damn it! I've just realised I forgot to look at the troop composition, so I have no idea what we're up against, because it's been a little bit of break, a few days since I recorded the last one. I will have checked before, but I don't remember. So we're going in blind to this battle, other than the fact we know that the faction leader is on the field, and we slightly outnumber the opposition. Right, and there was a couple of other things that I wanted to talk about in regards to Enedwaith. Right, my mic again has been poorly positioned. It's in the way of my keyboard. Okay, so in regards to Enedwaith, what have we got here though? We've only got 2 spear. We don't really have a proper frontline infantry look, so we're going to have to just use what we have. We've got some Corsair raiders because we've hired some pirates. We have the Dunlending long spears, which like I said in the previous one, I quite like the ability to use them because it kind of represents our expansion into Dunland. We are now not only King of Rohan, we are King of Dunland too. So it makes sense that some of them are in our armies resenting. They probably resented a little bit, but I meant representing that. Where are they? Is it these guys? Yes. Okay, so we will drop the pikes. It's probably not going to show us that until we hit start battle though. But if you put them in guard mode, they drop the pikes. I think that's this game anyway. Right, what have we got over here? Oh well, yes, the ranged units. Let's have a look at the Corsair archers. Yeah, they're nice little, they're lightly armoured. But yeah, it's fairly cool how you get them up here. It must be like the pirates raiding up the Gwyfalo. I think it's the Gwyfalo. I've really got confused on what that river's called now. I said Gwylo in the other one. I think it's something like that. I've honestly forgotten the name of the river up here. Gwyfalo, possibly. And then we've got our elite Rohirric archers, and we have our standard Rohirric archers. So we will have the ranged superiority here. Nice range superiority. So we're going to get them over here, and then we'll do the standard thing with the cavalry, and we'll try to keep most of them out of it for the moment. We've got a lot of peasant cavalry, but like we've discovered in a few previous episodes, they're still fearsome. It's alright. And then we have the archers. Okay, we've got to group them all together. Do a bit of organisation like that, and then Erkenbrand. I've got to remember to get him. That is Erkenbrand. I still get mixed up between them, even though Hammer's dead, so I've only got Gamlin and Erkenbrand. That is Gamling, because Erkenbrand's the archer. Okay. I still get mixed up between the secondary generals. And the other exciting thing about this episode is we should get Leonere's first battle in. He is our new commander, and I'm quite excited to be getting the second generation. They're spawning behind us. Good lord. Okay, so we've got to spin the entire army around already. Okay, so they're not going to be able to run very fast, so that's going to have to be the extent of the reforming. And we've just missed him there. Whoops. So he is leading the whole mercenary line, is Gamling. Okay, so I want you to run there. Then the archers behind, I want them to stand here, and we're going to get skirmish mode off because they're completely covered by the spear line. And then the cavalry archers. We're quite far away from the other army, so I might just try to crush this one first. Now it's over here. So the cavalry archers come round here, and they want skirmish mode on. Sorry. And then Théodred and the Rohirrim. I'm tempted just to send Théodred at the other army, but this is the faction leader, so it's probably sensible if we take these guys on first and then turn the army. We're not positioned very nicely now. They're all going to position like this, so we need the Rohirrim somewhere else. I think I'm going to run these guys round to the right over here, up here. Okay, and then I'm going to send Théodred on his own this way. If we kill this entire army here, and before the next army gets here, that means we have taken the Enedwaith capital. So this is the more important army to defeat, and it will also mean that they have a different faction leader. So let's get moving. And oh yeah, I might just have a quick check on what they have got, because I didn't check beforehand. So they have Falerni herders, the missile cav. They do have a unit of what looks like, yeah, they have a unit of chariots up here, so this could be quite a fearsome engagement. They have the javelin troops up front, they're archers. The Tauta, they might have throwing axes, but I think they're just axe troops. The Fowland border guards don't have javelins. The Ambaxtoy are the upgraded version of the Tauta, and there's another Tauta over there, and Ambaxtoy there. So, which one is the Which one is the king in? I think he's actually in the Ambaxtoy, which is a very interesting choice. They've nerfed his general bodyguard a little bit, because in the last version they had the Moot Keepers, but the Moot Keepers are no longer a thing in this mod. Because they can put on the last version, they completely changed. They completely changed the Enedwaith's faction and gave them like a whole new roster. Okay, so these guys, I want them kind of turning in. At least these guys turning in. Okay, and then these guys can maybe advance to hit the cavalry, because the long spears will just dominate cavalry, and we want to hit them really with Théodred before they have a chance to skirmish, because they're only just coming into the battle. And we've got to watch ours, because we don't have all spears. These are Corsair Raiders, these are Riddermark Axemen, so if possible we want to get these into the fight, but we don't want to jump the gun too much. We just want to see what they do first, really. I'm honestly I'm gonna march at the cavalry, because it will help speed up the cavalry destruction if we go that way. The chariots can get lots of kills, but hopefully they will just fall on our line. We could honestly get the axemen into them, because they're not going to be needed in that regard. Of course, they're raiders. They're not holding the line units, as I keep saying, so they can just plough in. And then the Rohirrim on the left, they're going to get annihilated now the spears have got there. And now we're going to get the Rohirrim to charge the archers, and we're going to get another Rohirrim to charge the Tauta there. So let's see how that goes. And then we want to make sure Gamblin is charging into the Fowland border guard. Right, this should be devastating. We should be able to leave Théodred engaged with that other cavalry. Oh, they are being charged in the back though. The huntsman didn't have a great charge there. Okay, so we're probably going to have to pull Théodred out here. I didn't know the fishermen had surrounded us, so it was good we checked. The missile cav is going down, so we'll get the spears to turn on the fishermen, and we'll get Théodred out. Yeah, get out, get out, get out, get out. And you guys can charge back in already. They're not going to rout, because they have the king in this unit of, well, somewhere on the back line here. So you're going to line back up again for another one. Théodred, did you get out? Yes, okay, good. Okay, you are going to line up over here. The long spears, you need to close in. you get out, and then you charge in. Honestly, you can surround those archers. That is a good move. You get over here. Oh no, you can just charge those Fulani herders again. That's a good idea. And then the Longspears should turn that engagement around. They're going to get absolutely swarmed. You guys close in on the Embakstoi. Yeah, the archers are going to be defeated. Théodred, get down here. We're going to rear charge the Mordag fishermen. Okay, good. Going very well. Okay, you get round here. And we haven't used half the cavalry too, so that's fantastic, because we'll definitely need them in the battles to come. And this other reinforcing army is not going to reach in time. They are doomed. Okay, the fishermen should be annihilated too. They're finishing off whatever we got over here. 15 Keefe huntsmen. Get Théodred back out. And honestly, these long spears can probably take them on their own now. So we should probably hit those Embakstoi. Well, you can kill those 19 the Tauta. Mokani Tauta. Kill them. And then this could kill as a king. Okay. You get back out here. And then this army is getting close. I'm just... Okay, spearmen. I wasn't expecting spearmen. So, you three are going to shoot them. Because they are going to get to the archer line. They're a bit closer than I was expecting. Okay. And we're going to pull the cavalry around. They're spearmen, so I don't really want to do it properly. But these cavalry are not being used, and they're not going to be needed on that side. So, you're going to get pulled around as well. And they might get to the archers. And we actually need... Gambling is in a very risky situation here. Okay. So he's going to try... Théodred is going to deliver a lethal blow to them. Good. I want these guys all firing upon the spearmen, because those Leoden spearmen, they are a good unit. They are a good unit. Okay, now, get out of that engagement. Oh, Gambling's going to die, unfortunately. Can't. There's too much on the field. We can't really do anything about that, I'm afraid. But we need to just do what we can. Okay, reform. We're going to plough these guys in to try to save him. Embakstoi, kill. Kill the other Embakstoi. Okay, there's only 6 Mordag fishermen left now, so I'm just going to leave them to the long spears. You just keep shooting those spearmen. Yeah, Gambling is dead. He's fought well, but we're going to have to rename this like Gambling's. Going to have to rename this settlement after Gambling like we did Hammer, unfortunately. That's the only problem about the infantry generals, is that they do tend to die a lot quicker. It was against the faction leader himself, but it is still a shame. We didn't really want that to happen, of course. Okay, you get over there. Keep shooting them. These guys should be getting annihilated now. Okay, pull out. And then the cavalry on this side as well. Over here. And then I think... Yeah. Okay, so can we get the long spears over here too? He's dealt some good damage to us, to be perfectly honest. But it has been a very successful win. I'm not going to replay it or anything silly like that. It's a shame that we've lost our second general, though. It is. So you two get into the Foul and Border Guard, and you two go in from that side. Kill their leader. And we're not going to let them reach the line. You're going to swarm the spearmen. Okay. Okay, you guys get out while the spearmen go in. Yeah, see, the Dunlending spearmen, they are heroic. They always hold the line. I love them. And they're doing a decent job, but they are fighting the faction leader. So you guys stop firing. Oh, some of them are out of ammo anyway, look. Stop. Stop. Okay, they've all charged into them. That, I don't think that's the king, I think that's the captain of the spearmen. So they're all gone. Yep, and now we've still got to kill the Moot Lord himself. And he is standing for a reason. Oh no, it looks like even the king of Enedwaith is routing now, so it looks like we've won this one. So you two stop firing, and you two, because you might, yeah, all of you stop firing. Théodred is going to mop up now. We might as well just send them all in. Kill ourselves a Moot Lord, come on. Still can't believe, I think it was the last part where the Witch King of Angmar managed to survive. He got out of the battle on his own. Alright, anyway. We've got to find out where that Moot Lord is, though. I think he's in the mechanic. That could be him. Oh, don't fight to the death. He'll still get it. Okay, good. I think this one here is the Moot Lord. Yes! We have killed the king of Enedwaith. And
all who remember this day, remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
It is a glorious one. It is a glorious one. Okay, so we've dealt a severe blow to Enedwaith. 262 kills from the peasant scouts and 213 from Théodred himself. We lost gambling, but I think that's alright. Right, so again, you know the drill. Let's name Alcfud after gambling. For now, I'm just going to call it gambling. But if we can try and get something, either something that feels kind of lore-friendly or funny, but not like something outrageous, would be perfect. Okay, execute. Of course we're executing him. We're not letting their faction leader survive. So, we'll probably have to sack it. Yes, look at this. That is poor public order. I don't really want to exterminate it, because that's killing 9,500 people, and they're not orc, they are men. And you still kill 2,400, but I don't want to completely annihilate the population of this place. So we're only going to go sack it. And look, you can retrain pretty much everything. So we'll start with the infantry. But again, like I say, I don't think. Ooh, look, you can upgrade to this. We can upgrade this to a city. So bear in mind when we're renaming this one, it's a city. So we'll call the place Gambling for now. The culture, we need to get standing stones first, but we can get a port, we can get a city upgrade. This is going to be another fearsome settlement. And then I wanted to kind of push on, because we are sieging down Carras as well. So can we attack on this turn? I can't remember. No, we can't. So if this army attacks us, we'll kill them all in one go. And that would be Leonere's first battle as a general of Rohan. Prince Théodred has got Conqueror of Alcfud, which is great. And that's another thing that I wanted to mention about Enedwaith. They had already declared war on the High Elves and Bree, as we know, because we had to break the alliances off. But they have actually declared war on the Northern Dunedain as well. So they are now at war with and Gondor also attacked them. That's what that happened on the last turn, and that's what I was getting to. So now the clans of Enedwaith are at war. They have no allies, and they're at war with Gondor, Northern Dunedain, Bree, Rohan, and the High Elves. So we're going to tear them to shreds. It's just a matter of time. But it's who claims what territory. So that'll be fun, and we will hold down the public order, probably for the 2 turns until the standing stones are built. Okay, Enedwaith can upgrade. We'll do that one. Rockburg, we will get the standing stones. Great Hall, I think we are ready to end the turn in that case. Let's do it. and we'll be hitting turn 70. We're getting very far through this campaign now. Gondor looks like they're fighting back heroically. It did look a bit risky a couple of episodes back. And also we do want to renegotiate our alliances with certain factions, but the reason we can't do it with all of them is because we are allied to Ered Luin as well, and Ered Luin are declaring war on everybody also. But for now, I think we're in a perfect position. Enedwaith on one front and Mordor on the other. And because this is episode 20, I forgot to mention this should be an extra long episode, so I do want to get a lot of content covered in this one. Okay, so we get Horse Breeders Guild in Gamling, which is a perfect place to put it. Alcfud sacked. A day of triumph has come to the enemies of the fisherfolk throughout Enedwaith. The town of Alcfud is no longer under control of the local clansmen, who now flee towards the coast. Meetings between the clans of Enedwaith commence as the fisherfolk try to find ways to drive the enemy from their lands. The people of Enedwaith must unite into one force to cast the enemy from their homeland and retake the clanmoot of Alcfud, and they will struggle to do so, having lost their king, the one who had united the tribes in the first place. Let's see what we got in Carras. This unit, we could go check on that too. Okay, that's nothing too special. We'll try to fight that with Théodred. Now we'll come down to Carras to see what's actually garrisoning it. I want to stand next to it though, if possible. Now we can't quite see in because of the way we're positioned and how it's defended. We've got something going towards Barad Vin, but we do have Erkenbrand in there still. We can retrain what we can over here. And Byler is going to become a town. So that is fantastic too. Then, oh look, we can get the Marshal's stables in Edoras. That is very, very tempting. I think I'm going to do that. We could get a Great Hall in Hammerfell. Why not? Now we should be able to go ahead with the Siege of Carras, and as they haven't reinforced it, it should be fairly easy. And I do want to go over the family tree at some point, maybe at the start of the next one, because Yule the Younger II is going to come of age. Probably in this episode, maybe the next one. So can we take everybody except the Helmingus out? That's really what I want to do, honestly. And then we'll fight these. No, it's going to riot like nobody's business if that happens. We're going to have to send Théodred back, and then we're going to have to send everything else, and just hope that we can still beat these guys without generals, because he does. We can see that he an Ambaxtoy troop, which is not bad, but we outnumber them heavily. And then we want to try to come down and kill this guy too, but hopefully after a few turns we can get Théodred back out, or let another commander reinforce. We're going to go ahead with the Siege of Carras first, because that'll be quite fun. It's 3 turns till surrender, but we want to free this army up and go and fight that guy. So let's assault Carras. Does it get a garrison? It does. They get 2 Westron defenders as well. So they've got Tauta, Border Guards. I don't think the Tauta have a good chance to check here. They don't have throwing axes. It's just an axe unit. They don't have missiles. The Spearmen don't have missiles. The Flying Herders have Javelin. They are Javcav. And the Keithy Huntsmen are, of course, archers. But that means there's only 2 units that can actually fire stuff at us. The other 5 cannot. But the Siege of Carras should be a good one. They shouldn't have much in the defense, much way of towers, I'm hoping. They shouldn't shoot too much at us if there's nothing guarding it. So, oh look, we don't have any weak unit to send at the walls. This is a good time to show you our late game infantry, because Leonere here is commanding all of our late game infantry. We have elite Eored swordsmen. We have elite Riddermark axemen. We have elite Riddermark Eored footmen, which are the elite spear guard. They look fantastic with full metal plate shields and full metal armour. They are fantastic, and even the axemen have shields on the back, which I think might cover them from archer fire. Some great looking units, and we have elite dwarven units too. This is the first time the dwarves are fighting for us, as well as the first time Leonere is leading an army. So we have elite dwarves with throwing axes and Rohirric shields. More Riddermark axemen, more Eored swordsmen, footmen. Yeah, they were footmen. And then we have the Dwarven Travellers, so the Dwarven Archers, great armour too. We have our elite Rohirric Archers, and we have our standard Archers over here. And Leonere himself is somewhere to be seen. Standard Archers, Elite Archers there too. And where is Leonere himself leading the cavalry unit? We've seen plenty of these guys, but yeah, looking quite good. So I think that shows off the elite Rohirric infantry, and we are going to basically march on this gate, but I'm going to send another ram around the other side because I like doing the pincer attack. And whichever one is not guarded, and we'll probably just take Leonere around here, and then that's a flanking unit, so we could give him like a spear unit to assist him, and maybe a couple of Helmingas, and I think everything else can attack this flank. And I think the Riddermark... I don't want the Riddermark Axeman on the ram, though, because we want probably... I think the spearmen on the ram. I think that's the most sensible, but possibly even the dwarves, because they probably... Look, 25 defense. It's possible to put them... But I don't want to get them killed at the same time either. So... let's just put... They're already holding a ram, so let's just send these guys in first. But yeah, the 25 defense on the dwarves, it probably makes the most sense for them to hold the ram. But these have got 17, so it should still hold, and we're not going to just plough them into... Right, so where are they positioning their troops? So they've got guys here, so these towers... I'm assuming this will shoot at me. It doesn't even look like it really has towers, does it? But I'm assuming that will shoot at me anyway. And then they don't have anything guarding this one, so I'm going to move the ram on this one first. Because we can't just like drop the ram quickly and do a runner. Oh, we haven't... I didn't take a ram over here. Did I? Where's the ram? That's a pain. So I basically, the one that was leading the ram over here is the one that I moved over there. So we're still going to have to run the ram all the way around, which is not helpful. Oh, we'll just send the dwarves, honestly, because they're not going to be being... We're going to have to fast forward time, and I might have to cut while I run all the way around. But the archers, the Keefe huntsmen, may be able to fire on both of the rams. So we might have to advance the two rams at the same time. If they start shooting at the dwarves, I'm going to send the other ram to attack the other gate. Okay, back to cutting, because the ram still isn't over here. Okay, so the ram is now advancing on the gate. So we just need to now check to see if we're going to be under missile fire. I imagine we will be. I don't know how far back the Keefe huntsmen are, but they could bet you they can reach the dwarves if they're right here. And as soon as they start firing upon us, I'll put the speed down. Probably do it. If they don't start firing, we'll just break the gate. Yeah, so they're not firing now, so I'm going to bring these guys up. The Helmingas have a slightly higher range than the Eorling archers, so I'm going to place these guys here. I'll run them over here, and then the spearmen can go over here for the moment, and then we'll get Leonere involved. This will be Leonere's first kill. Okay, good. And then we'll see what they... Yeah, it's good. If we can break the gate before they get here, the towers won't even shoot at us. But if the towers start shooting when they get closer, we'll just have to pull some of the people back. We'll just have to see what their defense... We just have to test the defenses. To be honest, like I said before, this place doesn't even look like it has any towers, but I'm just being cautious. Okay, so they'll drop the ram, drop the ram, drop the ram. Okay, now I don't know how risky... If nothing is shooting at us, though, I'm happy just to sit and wait. But I could run the dwarves in like that. I hope that they'll get in time. They might not. So that is kind of a little bit of a risky move. Let's get the spearmen up as well. because it would be nice to flank them.
We've captured the enemy's
Okay, and we've captured the wall, so it might not shoot at us for that reason. If we can get the dwarves in successfully, we can start throwing axes. Oh, they brought the... Oh no, they brought the cavalry. Okay, that is not good. The dwarves could have dealt with the Westron defenders, but the cavalry running in too, that's not funny. Okay, what have we got? Which ram did we want to advance? These guys. Okay, so this ram... Okay, and where are their archers? Their archers are up there, so if I go down this angle, they might shoot them the whole way, which is a slight problem. But we don't have time. We're just going to have to move him there, and then now the dwarves are stuck. They are still by far the superior troop, but one guy. But they will lose a couple of men just forming up, unfortunately. And then I'm going to push some of the spearmen in, and they do have the throwing axes, so honestly, get those throwing axes going. You guys shoot that hell out of that, and the spearmen are now getting shot by something, probably the archers. So the spearmen are going to have to plough in. This is not exactly how I wanted it to go, unfortunately. But Leonere, I think, can stay there for the moment, and then we might have to actually shoot the archers, but I think put some into these guys first, and then we're going to have, since the archers are distracted, it's still going to take a long time for us to get over there, and there's a lot of stuff to push through over this side too, but we're going to have to send them at the gate from that side. So we've got the dwarves caught in a not the most favourable position, but now we'll definitely get to see how good the elite So I guess some of them are going to be throwing axes, but we might have to go into melee, to be perfectly honest, now that they're this close. Look. Yeah. We're going to have to send the dwarves into melee.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Yeah, kill the Fulani herders for now. The archers not got a good position with the archers. They're going to tear us up. But we're just going to have to deal with it. We've got loads of troops, so even if they manage to beat us back on this side, we're still going to win. But yeah, they're absolutely spraying us with the Keefe Huntsmen. That's not good. It does say defeat seems certain though. So we have... The dwarves are definitely more elite than the standard garrison, and so are the Eored footmen. But yeah, I think we ought to get the archers up to start shooting at their archers. Okay. And they might send more stuff. Yeah, they're sending more stuff over, so we're going to be in trouble. At least we can fire upon the archers now, so we can start doing damage to their archers.
The battering ram is in place. It'll not be long before our enemy's defences fall.
Okay. Okay, so they're only leaving some spearmen over here. Okay, good. We're 40% of the way through on this side too, and then we can start ploughing in some of our units. Yeah, so bring the archers up. These two are the ones firing, so we're going to have to bring the Dwarven Travellers, basically all these guys. I want them charging up here as quickly as possible. And then the ones not on the rams we're using, so these guys, all drop your rams, and then we're going to charge the whole infantry line in too. What's going on over here? Okay. Good. I think if these guys are not getting shot at, we will wait for the swordsmen and the axemen to charge in first. We just got to make sure we don't click anybody who's on this side. So hopefully, if we select all of these guys, they're all people on this side of the map. So let's just double check. So he's there. He's there. Yep. 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 Okay, so these guys are going to basically all charge in too. And they're going to slam into these spearmen. Everybody else is going for these guys. So unfortunately, it's the dwarves' first battle, and they might end up getting killed, but not much else we can do. At least we've crippled these units. So which one? The Ambaxtoi were the general, weren't they? So let's see if we can at least spot where the Ambaxtoi is. Oh, the only one that I can't spot. He must be in there somewhere. Oh no, he's not the no. The Ambaxtoi was the king, wasn't he? That was the previous battle. So the Falani herders, I think, have the captain. So they should be quite quick to go down. These guys, they're not going to push us out of the gate anytime soon. We're shooting on the archers now. I don't know how much damage we're doing because they have the high ground. But we're going to basically, we're running in this whole army now too. Spearmen we don't want to engage, but we need to push in fast. So I think we might have to go for the unfavourable engagement there. Yeah, because look. This is not going well for the dwarves. Okay, but there's nothing else that we can do for the dwarves yet, unfortunately. And these guys have got to all start firing upon the spearmen, soften them up a bit, and then I will see how fast they start getting killed, and if it's going down too slowly, we're going to have to just throw all of the infantry in. Yeah, I think, honestly, we just have to throw the infantry in. And then we'll stop these guys firing for the moment. Maybe that can bring them down here to shoot them in the back. Yeah, we could do a little bit of damage on the backs of the Keefe huntsmen, I think. But it might be better just to get them in here and line them up here once we've taken this unit out. But I hope the dwarves can hold, because they are basically giving their lives for this one, so we might have to name this settlement after the dwarves. Get into the Fowland Border Guard. We're not even getting there. Oh, okay, good. I thought someone got killed then. Cool. Okay, good. And as soon as we can assist them, we will. Okay, so they're taking the archers over there, so we'll move our archers here. Leonere moves up, blow the horn again. And now look, we should be absolutely swarming these spearmen now. Just get in the gates, come on. And you guys too. Okay, no, we can't reach them there. Okay, it still says victory is a certainty, which is a bit annoying. It won't be, it's just we need to get our men in. Start flanking with certain units. Okay, you can see how good the dwarves are. They're basically holding off the entire army by themselves. Okay, and you guys have got to... Oh, they're out of ammo. No. Okay, it's looking relatively dire on this side for the dwarves. And it doesn't look like we'll be able to push Leonere in without taking heavy casualties. We possibly could, look. We do own that strip. Let's try and push Leonere in. You kill them. You get round the side. Riddermark Axeman, rear attack on these guys. Come on. And these guys still can't. Oh, a couple of them can. The dwarven. Okay, they can hit. These three, you're going to have to just come over here. We've only left spearmen over there, I think. Come on, over here. I'm trying to get the Riddermark Axemen. It's the pathfinding in the settlements is not the easiest. Okay, come on. Get round the back of them. Get round the back of them. Defeat seems certain. Okay, kill. Get round the back, get round the back, get round the back. Okay. Okay, kill them. Oh shit, we're not checking Leonere. Okay, come on Leonere. Push through. Okay. Now, we've got Leonere through.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
They're light infantry. Well, they're coming for the. They're chasing Leonere. Yes, we want that because it gets some of them away from the dwarves. Kill the Mukani Touter, and we might have to go and harass the. There's too much over here. We might have to go and harass the archers. Because meanwhile they're shooting into a mass of our troops. So yeah, Leonere is going to have to go take on the archers. Or at least stop them firing. I don't want to send the Helmingus into... Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, you guys bother the huntsman. The dwarves are going down. It is a sad day for the dwarves.
Good tidings. The enemy
We've just killed their general, so that might change. That might just save a couple of the dwarven unit. I don't know. Okay, there is still a lot of them, so we're going to have to go in for another charge. I imagine they still feel like they fancy this side. Yeah, there's no way that those guys have sacrificed their lives, sadly. These guys are now all routing, so let's get these spearmen out of the action. Let's just send these guys in. Those spearmen did hold up quite a fight too, I have to admit. So you kill them, and then Riddermark Axemen, I want all of you to go and crush the Keefe Huntsmen. And then we should basically be fine. And then the Swordsmen, I want you all to go and support over here, although it's a little bit late. We should probably just take up defensive positions, if I'm being totally honest, with the swordsmen, but yeah, those two units have been eliminated. I don't think any of the dwarves made it out. They must be out of ammo now as well. They've been firing on us the whole time. It looked like they're out of ammo. Yeah, they've got their daggers out already. So they're not going to... The Keefe Huntsmen with their daggers are not going to stand up to the Riddermark Axemen. Let's see the carnage. Hacking them down. That is the end of their defences in this settlement, but we still want to go and check on the other guys.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Honestly, let's not send you in on your own. That's just silly. You wait there. We could get these archers involved now, I think. Get these two standing here and get these guys standing here. See what we can do. Right, what have they got coming in? Touter. It's alright. We won't let the Touter assist. They're not going to be able to flank us anyway. They're shaken, but they're on the town square, so they can't rout. They are wavering. If we push them off the town square, they can still rout. So as long as no one's standing in that square, yep, the Keefe Huntsmen are kind of doing an odd run. I think that is the end of this lot. Yeah, the Touter are routing, but they've stopped routing because one of them is in the town square. But they should rout every time that the one in the town square gets killed. Yeah, look. Good, they're getting slaughtered. Okay. Okay, and then Leonere can kill these guys over here. He's losing a few men. I can't get him killed now. The rest of them seem like they're coming up. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, 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 chill. Don't charge straight in. Sit there. And then, oh, look. Okay, come back a bit. The Dwarven Travellers aren't even in range. Okay, they should get absolutely annihilated, but we've still got to watch Leonere. Shoot the Fulani herders. They shouldn't have any javelins left at this point. And they shouldn't be. They're not going to be able to beat swordsmen. That's just silly. Yeah, they're not even taking that engagement. Good. Oh, 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 okay. They're only routing units, luckily. But now they're not going to be routing, so we do want Leonere out of that one. Okay. Right, Leonere is not in the best position. We've got to get him out. Cavalry's coming in, there's only 12 of them. We do want to squash... I'm not going to wait for the Dwarven Travellers. We want to squash them from the other side. So, you kill them. Leonere, get over there. Riddermark Axemen. Honesty. Just keep killing them. They're not going to outmatch Leonere when they're one at a time, so I think it's right, okay to send them back in now. Okay, should be fine. Okay, you kill them. And then you try and get up there. I don't know if that flank... Probably flanking from the other side is probably better. Should mash them up and then they should rout. Get everybody here killing that. Okay, they're all dead. Good. So we're going to send the Riddermark Axeman back down for the finishing blow now. And then I think he can just sit in the town square. Yeah, I like that. So they're going to be absolutely crushed. It's a shame that we lost the dwarves, but it was worth it, I think. Oh no, we don't want to continue. It's a siege. It's an offensive siege, so it's just wasting our own men if we continue. Good. Captain Boulder. But yes, that is another successful victory. Okay, and oh yes, the dwarves replenished. We did lose their entire unit, but we still have 55 of them. They can still fight another day. Okay, so the standing stones we will start with, but it just depends how many we can take out of the settlement. Because I mean, really, what would we leave? Probably just the dwarves. And now it's 85. It would hold. It would hold. Okay, so we can go and smack these guys and leave Carras to the dwarves for the moment. And then they have, as you can see, Long Angrelin over here. And they have, you can see this border is yellow here. So they have Balorn, which is like here, I think, somewhere down here. It's either here or here, I think. And then they have Long Angren, and then they have Londere. and Suduri across the river, and Argond up here somewhere like that. And yeah, now I can hit him, and then Leonere can move on to Lonangren. I think that is my plan for Leonere. And we can actually hire a mercenary unit to get back to a full stack, but we don't need to do it right now. And we'll have to fight him on the next turn because we're out of movement range. Expansion into Enedwaith has gone very successfully. Now, yeah, we're taking on this guy without a general, so we have to watch out for that, because if something starts going the enemy's way, our men will start running. I think this might be the first time we're fighting without a general in the entire series. So we have Fowland warriors to defeat, we have Mokani and Backstoy and the Fowland border guards, so they don't have any... Well, these guys have throwing axes, but other than that, they don't have any javelins or anything. So we're going to take out this guy, and then we're going to address the Mordor front, fight all the battles on that side. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this unit of Rohirric archers are actually our general for this one, our captain. So, and we want to start harassing with the archers first, actually. So we're going to send those guys in first. And we're going to send our archer line in 2 behind, and then we'll send the Rohirrim in. They've only got 22, so I might leave those guys. But we'll still send them over, we don't have to charge them. So we'll line them up over here, and that should be enough for the 3 units, especially if we focus on missile fire. Yeah, so we'll start shooting at the Fowland border guard. But the exciting thing about not using a general is also that... Oh, don't go too... What? Where are they going? No, no, no. You're a bit too close, mate. A bit too close. It's because they hid in the forest. So they're probably in range of the axes now. Yeah, that's... Get back a little bit. I didn't want them that close, because they're getting axes thrown at them now. You guys, let's get over there. Good, okay. For now, I think that's fine. Okay, so they're pulled back a little bit. Okay, we'll just edge slightly closer. But honestly, if we give time for the archers to get into position, I'm not too fussed. Get over here. Okay. Okay, and then they can shoot them. They can run the Ambaxtoy off. Come on, form up. Okay, for now they just shoot them then, because the Fowland border guard looks like they're hiding in the forest again. So they are throwing axes at our cavalry, but they shouldn't be able to stand for long, being in that much crossfire. This is their smartest move. It's the only thing that they can do to poach our captain, because our captain is in this middle unit here. But they don't seem to be hitting anything. Nothing seems to be dying on our part, which is good. I suppose it's a little bit difficult for them to be throwing axes when they're being hit by that many arrows. Forgot about my coffee. I've had a full coffee sat here for the whole hour. It's getting a bit cold now. yeah, they don't seem to want to do anything else. I could probably swing them round into a slightly better position, but I feel like we'll try it. But I feel like as soon as I do that, I feel like the spearmen are going to run out of the woods. That they're shaken already. You could probably finish them off with a charge. As soon as these guys are all out of ammo, I will move them out. No, they don't. That's perfect. Let's have a look at. We haven't seen these guys in action yet. They look rather cool. We could have a look at their stats quickly. Now they're very basic: 2 missile attack, 3 melee attack, and 4 defense. But still, that still gets a lot of kills when it's like a flanking shot. And look, they're down to 52 men. They're shaken. If we charged a cavalry unit in, they would run. At this point, but their captain is not in that unit, so we just have to be mindful of that. Send these peasant scouts over there, and these guys are all out of ammo now, look, but I'll just let them fire off their last few rounds. Looks like they have. So you charge into them. You might as well just all charge into them and rout that unit and then retreat, honestly. And then you reform to shoot the rest of their army. Probably took a little bit of friendly fire. Yep, they're routing. And the good thing, though, is if the captain unit gets a lot of kills, he can get man of the hour, and he can be his own general. So if we get man of the hour for winning this battle, that would be fantastic, because we would then have someone to govern the settlement, and we can get Théodred out of there straight away. Start shooting at them. I know we're going to run out of ammo fairly soon, but yeah, you can stay and play. Then you two can be the main strike force from that side, and we might even bring some. We could bring some spears up, but that's going to take a while. The bandits we should probably just disband, being only 20 of them. Okay, no, I don't really want you running in. No. Okay, they're spears. So we can hit the Fangorn warriors with the Rohirric. I might let the long spears lock the Fangorn border guard in. Okay, you move up there. No, you're charging at such a stupid angle. I don't like that. Get back out. Spearmen! I do like using all of the units. I do like a good opportunity to not just use the cavalry sometimes. Meanwhile, they're still getting shot in the back. There's 3. Oh yeah, the captains lag behind in the pike units. Right, drop the pikes. They might have to wait for the captains to catch up, but please drop the pikes. Drop the pikes. Okay. They've just done it, so that should be fine. Meanwhile, they're getting shot in the back, and then the Rohirric is going to finish them off. And I will just keep. Oh, honestly, those guys are out of ammo, so we'll just stop them firing. They've only got a couple of volleys left anyway. So now we're going to finish them off. And we have just dropped the pikes. It took them a second, but they have. And this one's eager, so they might not be the first to rout, but this is the unit that's weaker to cavalry. So we'll see what happens on the initial charge. We've killed about 50. Yeah, they killed about 70 on that charge. Didn't rout it though. But they will do on the next one. Oh, what are you doing?
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Okay, they are chasing the cavalry. I wanted to form up first. We'd see if this charge does anything. We might have to pull them out for a... That did look good. That did look good. Yeah, they should rout this time. Honestly, maybe? No? Okay, so they are standing reasonably strong, so we're going to send the peasants in. Because I think a pre-formed up unit is going to do a more devastating charge than just sending these guys in and out. They have actually put up a reasonable fight. So, props to them. Okay, and now these guys can probably charge the Fowler Border Guard, and they're wavering, so they will rout. Yeah, they're routing, and they will rout as soon as the general dies or the cavalry comes into contact. Cinematic shot. Oh, didn't quite get there in time, but good fun. Good. And they're fighting to the death, and they're routing. The captain's still alive, though, I think. Yeah, he's just died. I know it's quite unlikely to get Man of the Hour for this, but I do want it. Yeah, great win without Théodred, 120 from the Rohirrim. And the Rohirrim archers, 29, 34, and... There's a third one somewhere. Down here, 35. So it might not have got Man of the Hour. Let's see. I think it's kind of interesting now that the episodes are now going to alternate basically between fighting on the Enedwaith front and fighting on the Mordor front. The Mordor front is going to be a slog, though. I noticed I did sound a little bit less enthusiastic. I think it was on part 18. I can't remember which one it was exactly. It was really hot. I was still really enjoying it, but I did notice when editing I just didn't sound like I was quite as enthusiastic, and it's just, you have to kind of slog through Mordor a bit, and that bit can get a bit tiresome, but I was still into it. I was really hot, I was a bit tired, so it definitely did sound a little bit less entertaining. I would like to get Erkenbrand is the remaining of the three with Gambling Hammer and Erkenbrand. I would like to get him some command. I think that the generals should still gain stats if they're not the lead general, which they don't, because these guys have all been fighting in Théodred's army for the most part when they have done fighting, and it means they haven't been gaining any stats because they're not leading the army. If he wins the Siege of Barad Vin, it should put his command up. And Erkenbrand could lead troops as well. So Leonere will be killing that guy off on the next turn, and that will cripple Enedwaith even further. And we're going to be heading this way. We're going to scout out Lothlórien. We're quite outnumbered, I have to admit, because they're two depleted units, and the peasants are only 38. So it's basically 3 units on 6. So probably should head north. We could. I do like the Drudane Hunters. I might recruit that unit. Yeah, and it gives him +1 command, Renowned Mercenary. So that has got Leonere to... Whoa, look at that! Leonere's already up to 7 command. Absolute beast. He's got Biographer, Renowned Mercenary, General's Armour, Farming Advisor, Rohirrim Shield, and Doctor. He's already a legendary commander. That is more command than Théodred starts with. Because if we see him over here, look... It still has Théodred here, only on 6. Leonere is on 7 over here, so without an army behind it. Obviously, Prince Théodred's got all the other stats that bumps him up to full when he engages in battle, but Eomer 10, Eomer the aggressive. Leonere is already a fearsome commander, and Swidhelm has got up to 3 for defending Farbad, so he could even turn into a legend. We have Hlothere, which is Eowyn's new husband. He could do something. And Elfhelm, I'd still like to do something with them in the future, but there's just too many characters, can't get them all involved. Erkenbrand. of course. Then I would like to build some reinforcements for Eomer, but we'll see what we can... Oh, look! This is a perfect battle for Eomer. He could reach that one, but it's a siege and he can't fight it with a cavalry army. But we could smack this guy, and we would get 2 of Gondor's armies reinforcing us, I hope. And then that would allow Gondor to hopefully take that army out and possibly take Calenardhon back. And then they've got the Witch King coming back across the river, the Anduin. So yeah, it's looking good, looking good. And Arodir is taken over from Calamir as the governor of Calenhad. Calamir for Calenhad, he was probably meant to defend that, so it's a shame we got him killed. And who have we got over here? Captain, we got Golaskill. Don't know who he is, and we've got Forlong the Fat, who is definitely one of the main Gondor generals, because he has the Lothlórien axeman. So it'd be nice fighting alongside him. Let's just see. Oh, yeah, he's got pikemen, so he is a custom general too, so that'd be fun to see them in action. So let's hope we don't get any special Gondor characters killed, but we're going to attack Shagfak with Eomer. Yes, and we get Captain Bornivian as the ally. Let's have a look at their army. Okay, so they have Morannon Guard, Sauron's Will, Orc Host, Black Uruks, Morannon Guard, Orc Scouts, Halberds, Black Uruks, Vanguard. So basically, I would say most of them are pretty good troops. But we have 1,133 Rohirric cavalry, and we are assisted by 1,527 units of Gondor, and these are elite, right? These are not the ones we showed off in the other episode, the territorial guardsman type characters. They've got a ballista, and they have full-on infantry, spearmen, and fountain guard troops. So this should be a more fearsome Gondor army. So let's try to protect the fountain guard as well, but their captain is in the cavalry. Oddly, it seems like they're always in the cavalry when they don't have a general. So this will be a very, very fun battle. Let's go. We are going to be crushing Mordor for probably the next 5 episodes, because we have to devote half the time to Enedwaith. They need screen time too. Okay, now you're going to get over there. We're going to start the battle. We're not going to pause it because we've got the music. And Gondor are coming in from this side, so we will wait for them. Because they've got some very elite units to match there. And the song stopped anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's move up the archer line. And then go around with the cavalry. What do we got on this side? We've got Morannon Guard. Let's try to poach the captain first, because that'll be the best way to protect Gondor, the reinforcements. Okay, it looks like possibly it's in this unit here, but we can't see what's in that unit yet. Let's move around this way. Morannon Guard, we found, don't have the best morale, but we don't want to cav charge them when their captain's still alive either. Okay, so it looks like this Morannon Guard on the right, yeah, 229, 228, meaning the captain is in that unit. So the 229 Morannon Guard is the target. Okay, so we're going to send Eomer this way. And these 3, honestly, come back up the hill. I think it's more devastating if the cavalry charges downhill. Just run them around a little bit. These guys can stay here if they want to chase. That's fine. They're all going to be the Morannon Guard over there are going to be getting shot too. Look, they're already dropping. So everything's in our favour pretty much, and I don't think they even have any ranged units. Oh, they've got scouts, but they're not going to hold. And they have 1, maybe 2 ranged unit. And then Gondor, obviously, bringing in the supporting infantry later on. That's not the general, so... He's in that one there, okay. Still not the most favourable engagement, because we're going to get swarmed if we hit into him. Where the scouts are covered too. So basically just going to keep running them round. until they isolate something that we can kill. Bring some of them back towards the archers. Yeah, they're way too clustered to do anything at the moment. Yep, Gondor are coming. What have we got over... Oh, right, we've left our skirmishers. I was wondering about that. That would be a bit of fun. We could get them involved too. We could just throw all the javelins quickly. Oh, Orc scouts, they've isolated their archers. We are going to hit them. And they're getting shot at, so... Yep. Well, that unit's going to rout already. We've already basically finished off the archers. God. Our whole line's going to start shooting at them now, so I'll let Eomer deal with something else. Okay, so it doesn't look like they're doing anything too interesting. Okay, sending quite a lot of decent troops at us. Let's hit the Orc host from the side. Okay, you fire javelins, don't run in. Good hit. Good hit. Okay, now you get out. Skirmish correctly, thank you. Oh, we almost forgot about these guys. Okay. Now, it wouldn't be too bad, but we still need a charge. Don't know if they're going to get out of that. We might have to hit them. And we're going to watch these guys because they run out of javelins very quickly. They're going to be doing a lot of damage to them, though. Yeah. The archers should skirmish a little bit better, but the Fountain Guard, one of Gondor's most elite troop, are marching in first. So whoever they're going to hit are not going to do too well. And we've forgot Eomer. Whoops. Okay, he should be fine. Like we always say, it is Eomer. And we've stopped them charging at our cav, which is good, but I think we will get some of them involved again. Okay, so we'll get them up there, and then this unit, where did he get to? Okay, so we could even charge him into them, yeah, and we'll start cycle charging these guys down. Probably want to go and assist Gondor's Fountain Guard, but the rest of their army is coming in. Okay, you hit them. We'll crush this Black Uruk unit. Oh, the skirmishers have got caught. These goddamn skirmishers. These goddamn skirmishers. Okay.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They are shaken though, so we could possibly.
They have lost half their men.
Yeah, that's actually routed that Moran Guard unit, so now we've just got to go check on the Black Uruks over here, because that's not really the most favourable thing to leave them in. Okay, so Eomer's charged in, he's getting supported, but we still want Eomer out. Okay. Cool. You probably don't need to do... Good. Okay, so Gondor has killed their captain. That's what I mean. It's always extremely helpful having an ally, because they can do great stuff in assistance. Okay, so you can actually hit them round and guard, honestly. These guys may rout now that their general just got killed. I just want to... Doesn't look like they're going to. So, you get out. And you guys are all right. They have taken a beating because they got caught. They're routing. You can chase them, honestly. Routing. Some Black Urks not routing. Halberds not routing. They're routing. They will rout. They're wavering. Send them in. Okay. And now we'll finish them off. They're going to rout. They're wavering too. And the ballista's joining in, so there's no way they're not going to run. Okay, so what's even left? Okay, so the halberds are actually really good, aren't they? They seem to always stand and fight. But it looks like that's the only thing that is left. Yeah, Black Urks there. So yeah, that should be the end of the battle.
The enemy army flees the
Good.
Pursue and run them down.
And we've killed 98%, so honestly, I'm just going to end it there. Because I don't trust that ballista not to shoot loads of my own men.
This is a clear
And 153 kills for Eomer himself, 124 on archers, 120 on the archers. Good work. And we have basically bashed Enedwaith over here, so we're ready to end turn. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Horse Breeders Guild, we're getting lots of them now. I don't know what the building requirement is to get them, but for some reason they're only appearing in Enedwaith's territory, really. We want stuff with public order, but we also want to upgrade this settlement to a city. However, that's 8 turns to wait for 5%, so that's 15% public order and 10% public health bonus for the Lord's Hall. I think that's honestly a good bet. We also want the tomb, and we want the crop rotation, so we need city port. That's a lot of turns. Look, that's like over 20 turns to get those 5 buildings, and we want them all. Culture could be the best in the long run, but Lord's Hall could be the best one to get Théodred out as soon as possible. But honestly, I think we go for the Lord's Hall in order to get Théodred out as soon as possible. Because by the time we waited that many turns, we might not even need the elite cavalry over here. This is now a border settlement, so we'll get the Great Hall over here as well. Farbad, communal farming, get some economy over there, so we don't just spend everything. Okay, so we're just going to leave those two there for a turn and see what happens. He'll probably retreat. Don't know, maybe he won't, but we'll try to attack this captain. Can't quite see that. Sealb. Okay, so here we are just out of movement range of this army. However, we can send Erkenbrand in with the Eorling Axemen from this side and get our army reinforcing. So we don't want the army to be controlled by the AI because this is a Rohirric army. We want to control that ourselves. Leoden Spearmen, Fowlan Warriors, Mordag Skirmishers, Fowlan Border Guard, Falani Herders, Mokani Tauta. Okay, so we've got 2 Javelin units and none of the rest of them. And we'll finally get Erkenbrand some commander, hopefully. Okay, and it looks like our guys will be reinforcing from the other side. And of course, we're not going to be able to take their army with these 3 units. So we're going to start. Yep, we get all of these guys under our command too, but they obviously have to run over. Just got to wait for 2 cavalry units to enter the field. I'd rather go out here where I can see as well. And then the Rohirrim over here. I don't want to block the archers too much. Okay, you guys get over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you might, not you. Okay, I've moved them, so they might as well. You guys, I meant. Okay, they are pulling the cavalry back, so smart move by them. You might as well just join the cavalry charge now. They really retreating into the forest? Yeah, we do have to be more careful because we don't have the hero cavalry unit basically. So the cavalry units we use don't replenish. That's why I'm not just charging it in like I normally do with Théodred or Eomer. Okay, they're doing something with their cavalry. I'm happy for that. You shoot their cav. The cavalry probably has their captain. We're going to charge that. Also Axemen. We're shooting them, Axemen running in, and the peasant scouts. Right, that should lock them up, and I want you guys running around here because you're not going to... No friendly fire, please.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Okay, so the captain is routing. He's probably got away. But Axemen, come back. We don't want you running in. They've still got missile units. And then you come back again now. Oh, we've left the bandits behind. Although we could see if we can catch a couple of them with the bandits. Oh, okay, you guys need to stop firing at them. Fire at them. Probably lost a couple of peasants to that arrow volley there. Yeah, they're not going to do anything, look. And on guard mode, so they don't chase them if they... Yeah, their peasant scouts could still kill them. And then this unit of archers, even though they're idle, they could still shoot. I mean, I doubt it. I think they're glitched. But that just ensures that the captain at least routes. And gold experience on the peasant scouts. If we just have a look at their stats quickly. Even though they're peasant scouts, they still have an attack of 6 and a charge bonus of 7, which is pretty good. And these guys have... these guys have an extra defense as well because they've got the silver shield at the bottom. So let's just check on the peasant scouts. Yep. So their captain unit has fled the field, so that probably counts the same to their morale as if he died. Fire! Well, look at these guys. The captain of this unit, that's pretty fearsome. It's like denying something, those men. Some proper pirates. So we've got Makani Tauta, we have Mordor Fisherman, and we have Fowlin Border Guard. The Border Guard are not really ones we probably want to be cav charging, but it should be fine. Honestly, if we charge these two in for like a sandwich move, it should be fine. And let Erkenbrand fire his last few shots. Okay, let's see what that does.
Defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, they think we're going to lose. That's not good. Okay. We lost quite a few men there because they're spearmen, so that wasn't really great. And now we're out of ammo. Interesting. I don't really know quite what I'm going to do here. Let's move the infantry line up. Although we can't move them too close because they've got them. I'm sure the Mordor skirmishers probably haven't used all their ammo, so we'll get absolutely rained on by javelins. But probably going to have to just push one of these into each unit, honestly. They don't need guard mode because they're Corsairs. Okay, these guys are going to have to engage them, and these guys are going to have to engage these ones around here. And then that third unit is hidden again. So we're just going to run these guys around and try to pincer attack, and then when we've got them in place, we will get the cavalry back involved. Okay, you kill them. Okay, they're hidden their other units again. Don't want to get too caught out though. But if they're not going to come out of hiding... Oh no, there they are, okay. You kill them. You kill them. and you just get going over there. And then this is a full unit, this one, so this is going to be the rear charging.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Okay, so they're not liking our odds at the moment. They're shaken though, so we could still get a bit of a nice cav charge on this side. Victory seems certain for the long spears. Defeat seems certain on that side. They're shaken without a captain. I hope we can turn this round. Yep, they're routing. They are routing. Okay. Oh, the Leoden spearmen are there. I don't imagine that the Corsairs are going to be doing anything good. Okay, you guys got to get out. That's not what you're doing there. That way. Get over there. Right. Okay, you kill them. And then honestly, they're the ones you're going to get the best charge on. So, oh, stop running at the cav. Okay, the spearmen are too slow. The victory seems certain for the long spears over there too, so we should try to hit them. Oh my god, if they could just catch up with them. Bandits hit them, bandits hit them. Okay, good. Now we can get the rear charge, hopefully. That's not a rear charge. That's not a rear charge. Come on, bandits. Oh, look how slow these guys are. Okay, now it should be. Okay, get back into them. Good, that was a good charge. Right, they're wavering, they could rout. Give it a couple more seconds. No, get them out. Okay. Oh, not them. Okay, them. Okay, at least they can converge on them a little bit. Okay, swap to defeat seems certain now. Okay, this has proven into a little bit of a tougher battle than we first thought. Okay. Honestly, I think the rear charge over here is probably the best bet. Kill them. Because they're only down to 89 men left. That's another solid charge. They should rout.
Half the enemy force remains.
Come on. Yep, they have routed. Good. Okay, so we can leave the bandits and the... yeah, killing them mostly. Get out.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
You kill the routers, and you're gonna have to reform. Okay. You guys hit them, and you hit them from this side.
Come together and ready here.
Yeah, that wasn't the greatest charge. Run. Okay. Yeah, we're struggling with these couple of units over here, though, I have to admit. This is not having Théodred in the army. That was a good charge, though. They are wavering.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, that is another one routed. Okay, we've routed them.
Pursue and run.
Good, 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 good. The infantry took a bit of a beating there. But we'll have to replenish this force, definitely. However, that is a solid win, and I think I will end the episode there, because I did just get slightly over 2 hours. Okay, there's one guy who's not... okay, they shot him. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And 109 kills from the Peasants' House and the Rohirrim joint first place. That's what we like to see.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and remember you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram